live backstage at the Project Cinco Party. I'm rolling video to prove it, too, because I think people are calling BS on me. They don't think that I'm really allowed back here. But Johnny Christ of Avenged Sevenfold can attest to the fact that we are backstage.
Absolutely.
The big difference between me being backstage and you being backstage is I have to have, like, all these credentials hanging around my neck. I see nothing on you.
No, I don't like to roll around with those.
You don't wear them up on stage?
No.
Hey, tell me about crackling from my microphone here. Hold on. Hey, tell me about the video for So Far Away that you guys just wrapped up.
Well, it's a really cool video. The song was based about, well, it's the first lyrics that Sinister Gates ever wrote in a song, and it's basically saying goodbye to our fallen brother Jimmy. And so we really wanted to take that kind of concept into the video. And we had Wayne Isham do it again, who's worked with us many times before. And yeah, so the concept is basically, just going back and kind of telling the story of how we all came together as friends and started this whole band and everything like that, and all the way from when we were like second grade and stuff like that. So it's a really cool concept. We got some look-alike kids to be in there and everything like that. So it's pretty neat. It's kind of, there's parts of it that are definitely hard to watch and very emotional. We kind of wanted to kind of paint that picture of what the song's about and what we've been going through the last year and a half in our lives.
When is that video going to be released?
Oh, I haven't seen a release date, but we've done the final cut and everything like that. I don't know the exact release date, but it's going to be very, very soon.
You mentioned a couple of things. Sinister writing lyrics for Avenged, which is not something that's usual. And then one thing that, actually, this was a question that came from fans of Avenged Sevenfold. The Rev was quite the lyricist for A7X. Have you guys contemplated your future and having to step into that role and fill the void left, the lyrical responsibilities of Avenged Sevenfold?
Yeah, Jimmy always had his hand in a lot of stuff, and he wrote the lyrics for a little piece of heaven, and but overall, most of the lyrics have always been written by M Shadows anyway. But looking forward for the future, he was just huge in the songwriting and everything else that Avenged Sevenfold is. So it's very difficult to think about, and we don't really know what the future holds. I mean, we're going to do our best, and I think we're starting to get into a place where we might be able to think about doing another record and stuff like that. So that's going to be cool. But to ask what it's going to be like or anything like that, I have no effing clue right now.
That's what I want to talk about next, is the chemistry of the band now. It's interesting to see all of this play out publicly in a different band, in Slipknot, and the back and forth between Joey Jordison and Corey Taylor. And I don't know if bickering's the right word, but obviously they're healing at different speeds, and so there's just no agreement on the future for Slipknot. That doesn't seem to be the case for Avenged Sevenfold. You guys have been cohesive from day one. What is it about your band that has allowed you guys to galvanize around this and to really move forward together and lean on each other like this?
Yeah, not as a comparison to our band or Slipknot or anything like that. I love those guys and wish the best for them. But for us, you'll see, like in the video, we've all been friends for many, many years before we even joined a band together. And when we lost Jimmy, it's really about just losing a friend. And to be able to keep going was really just a testament to the fans and Jimmy's family. They were the ones that kind of like said, hey, you have this piece of music, please put it out. And it's just been baby steps, man. I don't know. We all, kind of lifted each other up on different days during the recording, during the morning and everything. When we all got together the first day, from literally for the first 2 weeks, we didn't leave each other's sides. We all lived right next to each other, and we all just, we do everything together. And I think that's a huge part of it. There's not an element of our lives that, one or more people are involved in. And, I think it's a good thing for us because it was a way that we could lift each other up when one person was down, and the other three would, come on. And then other person's down, the other three, just kind of helping each other out along the way. And I think it's only kind of made us a little stronger.
Is there a lost album of Avenged Sevenfold music that kind of was in that tweener space before December of '09 that that you guys have to make a decision on whether or not you ever make that public or not, or does that not exist?
That doesn't exist. We never wrote an entire album. There's a couple of songs that we have released on secret, like iTunes stuff and stuff like that for other countries, but there's not a lost album. There's
also a brand new song that you just released this week. Talk a little bit about that.
Oh yeah, we did a neat little song for a game called Call of Duty. I'm sure a lot of people know about that, and it's a pretty big deal. They had like a new launch for new maps or something. I don't really play the game myself, but M Shadows is a huge gamer on that. So it was just a neat little thing. We had literally like 3 days to write and record it, so we went in there and did something that we felt really tied into what the game was about and everything like that. So went in there, recorded a neat little song, and it is what it is. It's not exactly something that we would maybe put on a record or anything like that, but it serves its purpose, and it's definitely for that game.
Aside from the game, is there a way to can I download that from your website, or is it really just a game exclusive?
I think it might be on like some kind of iTunes thing. I don't know.
I bet that I could find it on a file sharing service.
I'm sure you can find it somewhere.
And kind of the one unique thing about that track is that would be the first actual recording with Aaron behind the drum kit for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a cool thing too. Getting to we only toured with him for a month and a half, couple months now, and he got into the studio and he did his work. He's a great drummer. We're really happy to have him on board for now.
Fantastic. We love to have you on board for the Project Cinco Party. This is going to be a big night. There's going to be a lot of the Project family standing out there in front of that stage here tonight, making a hell of a lot of noise for you guys. So we're going to try to give it as much as you guys give it. We'll return the energy back. So thank you so much for bringing it tonight.
All right, thank you, man.
Johnny Christ live backstage talking to Avenged Sevenfold for the Project Cinco Party. What's up, Eric?